Welcome to the Pirate Broadcast, where we interview interesting people doing interesting things, where you can expand your connections, your community. Kindness is cool and smiles are free. And let's get this party started. And it's that kind of day. Check it out, because Patty called in. And unfortunately, Patty lost her voice as a podcaster, broadcaster, somebody that talks for a living. Sometimes that happens. And what do? We just have to go with the flow. So here we go. What I'm going to do is have a solo show. So the Pirate Broadcast, interesting people doing interesting things. And I'm the one in the room today. Now, I know for a fact I have plenty of friends, plenty of people in the community, lots of pirates that would probably jump in and join in. However, this is kind of a interesting thing that it took place today, because today is, or would have been, my son's birthday. And I woke up thinking about my son, who, for those that know my story, we lost Parker to suicide in 2018. And so every day is a gift. And one of the things that I always have to reflect on is the idea that we don't always know what's going to happen to our day. You know, Patty wasn't able to participate today. That's okay. You don't need to get upset about it. You don't need to freak out and know that something is not going to be working exactly the way you imagined it would be, or should be, or could be. Being present in the moment and not attaching a story to it that amplifies possibility or obstacles or anything like that, I think it's absolutely critical. We take a moment, we pause, and say, okay, this is the way it is. Nick, I'm grateful for you, brother. Love you, man. I really know that things happen for a reason. There's a lot of things that happen for a reason. So I hope your trip was safe. I hope you're traveling well, and continue to be in touch. Good morning, Boris. I hope you're having an amazing day and an opportunity. And good morning. Geez, rather hear your story. I'll tell you my story. You know, I thought about this the other day, and it was there's so many times where, Kate, I have been, and I know everybody has some story about their life. You know, it's these things that happen to us. I've, you know, I wake up. I was having a conversation with Sarah Elkins. If you don't know Sarah, she's a great individual. She lives in Montana. She puts out some great pictures of while she's out hiking. And we were talking about how we were feeling. And, you know, I've had so many amazing experiences. And when I say amazing, I don't always mean wonderful, amazing. Sometimes, you're like when I broke my hip. And it was amazing. It was incredible. It was challenging, painful. And still, I was hanging out with my son, and we were on a trip, and it was right after my dad's funeral. So it's monumental in my mind. It's an experience, and everything combined is bittersweet and beautiful. And if you look at it through the lens of what can I learn from this, What is it that I am going to take away from this experience? Not good or bad, just what am I going to take away from the experience? And how can I grow from this lesson that life is teaching me today? Yeah, there was a time years ago, younger kid, the brush with death kind of experience where I was into fast cars, driving fast, going fast, doing stupid things. I had, there's 4 of us in the car traveling well over 100 miles an hour. I left the highway around a corner, sheared a power pole off. I didn't hit it. I sheared it off at the ground level. Main power line in the county. Major occurrence. Slid across, thousands of feet of ditch and gravel and everything else. A tree trunk stopped me in the front of an individual's yard. Big old oak tree stump, about 4 feet tall in the air, right by my door. And I look in the back seat, and the people that were there were no longer there. And fortunately, they went out the back window because at the time we weren't wearing seat belts because we were young and stupid. Fortunately, they landed in the front yard in the grass and nobody was hurt. A couple of stitches, a little glass cut. And that experience was one of many, fracturing my skull another time, that one of those kinds of events. Falling 3 stories, breaking my arm, hitting a tree, mountain biking, totally wrecking my bike. Motorcycle wrecks. My mother actually created a shirt from all of the pairs of pants and Levi's and jeans that I tore up when I was a kid riding motorcycles. I was before, gear and everything else. So my point is there's a lot of opportunities to learn that life is a gift. Life is something to be cherished. Life is something to be lived. Pause and protect the moment. Know that you can wake up with gratitude. You can be present in the moment for someone else and take care of things. I just want to make sure that chat, I just want to let you know that with the stream, something's going on with the stream. Sorry, let me check in with the chat here. Care to watch a YouTube video? No, I don't necessarily care. Yo, this is I've been starting to promote the live stream on Twitch. So you're coming through. Yo, Zacinator, what are you doing? Osama, hello, how are you today? I just want to say hello. Morning, Darlene. Thank you so much for being here. I think Tracy made you a moderator on the YouTube channel. So, we'll have to get more people on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, if you're on the stream or you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, check out and subscribe to the YouTube channel and get notification. Jill Sullivan, you're such a dear. I love your pictures. I love your sunshine. I love your morning pictures, all of the things that you post. around that subject. And I keep sending you things. I've been out riding my bike at night and putting images up from the sunset here in Arizona, because the sunsets in Arizona are just, well, they're incredible. And I just, it's amazing. So Kate, love to introduce you to my friend, Eric Hipple. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Happy birthday. Yeah, it's not my birthday, but I'd love to meet new people all the time, Kate. Russ, a gentleman and a scholar, always love to have you join in and participate. And I look forward to future episodes. And you can relate to this. I was supposed to be on Russ's show, for those that don't know, and I want to give Russ a shout out because he's an awesome individual that you should connect with. I was supposed to be on his show, and for whatever reason, circumstance, or anything else, I ended up being triple booked on some things that I just couldn't avoid. And so I had to bail, which it's totally not like me. And I understand that life happens and circumstances happen, and things have to take place that we can't avoid, and we have to do the best we can with what we have. So Russ, thank you for the patience and understanding and consideration in that. So you're touching my heart. Hugs to stay keep smiling, different. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know February's tough. I'm not gonna lie. My sister Shelly, not Sheila. My sister Shelly. She was thrown from a horse when she was 15. Fractured her skull. On life support, and organ donor, and donated a lot of organs. Fortunately, good cause. I believe in it. I'm an organ donor. I think you should be too, but that's a personal choice. And so her birthday's in February. Parker lost to suicide 2 years ago. Cinco de Mayo, celebration. It's like just decided to. It was his time, so he left. And Jill, my other younger sister, 30, she died. Her and her husband were in Hong Kong, Japan, someplace. I don't know. I don't recall. Heart just stopped. Her body just decided to leave and check out. And so when I say kindness is cool, and all of these are in February, by the way. I know it's a short month, and it's Black History Month, and there are a lot of things to celebrate. In my life, those days are a little bit poignant, challenging, reflection, things that you have to think about and enjoy and appreciate what you have with a little gratitude. So when I have gratitude and I have kindness is cool and smiles are free, it means something. It truly means something. And people that are spreading hate, it's just not worth it. It takes way too much energy. It takes way too much time. And it absolutely positively gets you nowhere. So have a little kindness, empathy. Russ says we definitely lean and grow from our experience and life lessons. Learn and grow, I'm sure. Absolutely. Everything that happens to us can be perceived as a story. Jill Sullivan, I felt the same one when I tore my meniscus in my knee and had to have surgery, so I don't know what you're going through. It's a huge learning experience, awakening with gratitude. Absolutely. we all have circumstance. It took 2 years from my arm. You know, I had staph infection. I actually had to have what is called a Groshon catheter, which is essentially they take and cut your chest open and then stick a, a stent basically in your artery, your aorta, right next to your heart. So I can drop IV every hour to with antibiotics to fight the infection. Um, I've actually had E. coli. I wanted to die. I've never been so sick in my life. E. coli is, it can be very fatal. It can be, well, very fatal. There is no fatal and very fatal. I hope someone else besides myself finds the humor in that. So, it's really important for us to understand that life is precious. We can all have bad days. We can all have bad moments. We can all take and feel sorry for ourselves, feel terrible about something, or get angry at someone. And it's just a moment. It's just a feeling. Feel the feeling, but don't attach a story to it. Don't attach it don't blame and don't be a victim. There's so many people out there in the news and media that they want to be a victim. They want someone to take care of them. There ain't nobody going to come and take care of you. Be responsible. Yeah. Be responsible. Tracy, you are a gift to me, and I just want to acknowledge your support. Tracy's the producer of the show, and I'll take a moment at the end and talk about some of the power of the live stream and some of the things that it's done for me and to me, and the things I've created as a result, because it's really important. Foley Hart, oh, I haven't seen you forever. I love you. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Thank you for serving our country too, by the way. Thank you for being so raw and sharing your experiences with us, your beautiful perspective on them. Absolutely, positively. It's an honor to be able to share some experiences that I would not want people to go through for themselves. Pause and protect the moment. Powerful. And that is, we have an opportunity. I put the hashtag out there, make it matter. And we all have an opportunity to make it matter. We all have an opportunity to make a difference, be a hero in somebody's life, even if it's your own. Know what you want, stand up for what that is, and savor every moment. You're worth it. You are a gift. Darlene says, wow, you have a lot of lives, so many blessings. As tragic as some of my circumstances have been, I wouldn't trade them for the world. I wouldn't trade them for a world. I remember, I was thinking about this. So my friend Jim Erickson, we used to, in the summertime, in the spring, early spring, we used to go around and offer to clean out people's garages and haul away their stuff, and we would take that stuff and we would load it up and sort through it, and we'd take stuff to the swap meet and then make money, and then we'd take a trip someplace. One time we went to Oregon. That's when I knew that I wanted to live in Portland, Oregon. And we were on the beach at I don't know if it was Cannon Beach or Seaside, one of the beaches. And we were from Utah. Stupid inlanders, that have never been to the coast before. High school age. I mean, it was in high school when we were doing this. We'd take a trip and often and do an adventure. So we'd go traveling around the countryside, and we got out on the beach. We were running down the beach, and all of a sudden, this thing called the tide came in. So there's cliffs all around us. So all of a sudden, the water's coming up, and it's coming up fast, and all of a sudden, we're locked in, and we can't get out. And the only way is up. So we started climbing this cliff, it was probably stupid. This is before cell phones or anything like that. So you do or die. Climbing this cliff up there, and we ended up having to fortunately, we both had belts. And so we had to take each other's belts and connect them together and work our way up this mountainside with rocks and limbs and everything else to get out. And there was about a 6-foot section at the top, and I was able to get up on top and then take our belts, and I was able to reach down and get Jim. And fortunately, we were able to get out there, and, stupid kids was like, wow, that was an adventure. And it was hundreds of feet to the ground. And had we fallen down, it would be down into the water, bouncing off the cliff. And I'm sure that we'd be washed out to shore off, someplace, and we'd be fish food. But ultimately, you look back on those experiences and you have lived, you have had something that you can actually care about. So many blessings. Thank you so much. And I just really know that life is important. We have, life is absolutely a gift. I had a brush with death, car accident at 19. I'm blessed to be alive today, and thank God for life's blessings and opportunities. Brennan Burchard starts his story with a car accident. Did I live? Did I love? Did I matter? Yeah, make it matter. We all matter. Oh, Tracy come back, Darlene, and said, I made another account. I made the other account a moderator, whichever one you were chatting on the other day, the GJ. So hopefully we'll get it straightened out. Kate O'Hare, Eric's story, NFL player whose son committed suicide, helps football and military victims with mental health. Glad you're laughing. I am laughing because I survived. I thrived. When I was in the hospital, and it's all perspective. I was in the hospital, ICU, I had been damaged, torn, and recovering from my fall, which I nearly lost my arm. And a small child, a kid said, hey, Mom, that guy jumped off the sign. He was watching me. And fortunately, he saw me and, called an ambulance. And I was still conscious and in shock and, fading fast. And they got me to the hospital. And when I was in ICU, there was a young man across the hall in another room that he had lost his, he was a logger, and a tree came down and crushed his foot, his lower leg, and they were going to have to amputate. And he was on suicide watch. And I'm thinking to myself, if I lost my arm, it would be unfortunate. And I'm glad I have a life. I'm glad I'm alive. And he saw it as my life is over because I lost my leg. And it really dawned on me that we have a choice. We have a choice about how we see our circumstance. And I think it's incredibly powerful to see it as an opportunity, see it as a gift, see it as a way that we can appreciate everything we have. And I know that it can be taken away in a fraction of a second. So when I say kindness is cool, smiles are free, and make it matter, I mean it. Howard Kaufman, good morning, my friend. I wake up and I appreciate your products and services. I love your products and I use them every day. And if you're not connected with Howard, go connect with Howard. He makes mouthwash and toothpaste, and he's here in Phoenix. He's an entrepreneur that's an amazing individual and one of my superheroes. Thank you for reminding us about being grateful. Thank you for building the pirate community and all the inspiration and support. Thank you, Howard. That means a lot. I received that. I appreciate you, Pirate Broadcast. Thank you. I appreciate you, Silver Fox Talks. Darlene, you're awesome. I can make you a mod instead if you prefer. I don't know what's best. Angie, good morning. I hope you had a wonderful day with your mom and her birthday. I hope she's doing well. I hope you're staying positive. I know life circumstances don't always provide us with the expectations we have or want or desire. However, every day I get up, I appreciate it. Love you. Jill, I love this one. Climbing a cliff. Yikes. I needed your stories this morning. Yeah. I have a lot of stories with Jim. Yeah, a lot of them have to do when he was driving. He would take a moment, and there were times where we were followed by police officers, getting pulled over, and he didn't believe me. He didn't believe that it was. It's like, no. I said, don't turn here. There's a cop right behind us. It's like we're in the middle of nowhere by the Grand Canyon, and he was turning a left. He was making an illegal left turn, and there was a cop right behind him. I said, don't do the turn. There's a cop right behind him. He goes, you're full of crap. So he turns and here come the lights. So I have a lot of stories like that just really amaze, and it's really amazing. So amen. Thank you so much. So I really appreciate you and everyone that joins the Pirate Broadcast. I know that everybody's life is busy, and it's not, my goal to impact thousands of people. It's impact to those that need it today. And when they show up and when you show up, it means a lot to me. And I truly appreciate every moment you share and you pop in and you say hi. And as we continue to grow this thing, I would love to have you subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Facebook, the podcast. Leave a review on the podcast. I guess it does something to this thing called the algorithm that makes it more popular so more people can see it. And if you found this valuable, I would love to have you share it. Not because it feeds my ego, but it feeds the algorithm that allows people to see it. And if more people can hear it and more people can understand what life is about and the gifts what we have to thrive in, not survive, but thrive in, and we can learn from each other, start a conversation, be inspired by somebody, find some motivation in our day, it's not a terrible thing. Hopefully I brought value to your day, and hopefully that you can share it and be a hero to somebody else today. I encourage you to go out and do something. Do something for yourself. Take a pause. Reflect on what life is really about and savor the moment. Take a deep breath and know that we're here for a reason. You may not know your reason at this moment in time. However, you matter to someone. I promise you. You matter to me. So go out, enjoy the day, and know that things do happen for a reason. Sometimes we may not understand the reason at the time. We might not understand why it's happening for us, not to us. And just take a moment and learn from it. Anyway, I love helping people. I love providing value and support, and I will continue to do so until I am no longer here. And I hope that you go about your day and know that life is a beautiful thing to have. People need support. People need to know that you care. People need to know that you're available to them. So go out and do it, because you know the reason. Kindness is cool, and smiles are free. And you enjoy your day. Love y'all.